Hi there, my name is Amanda Kaufman.
And I'm Chris Lavelle.
And you are listening to the Crush Method Show. Join us each week for ideas to help you move your coaching business forward into service of others faster and with better results.
We're committed to professionalism and coaching, and we want to help you get it done.
And I'm live with a tool I've never used before. So I love trying new things, and I'm so super stoked to be here to talk to you about influence. My name is Amanda Kaufman, and you are watching the Crush Method Daily Show. And I just realized that I forgot to start broadcasting on Instagram, but you know what? I'm going to have to catch them up on IGTV a little later today. For now, I just want to welcome you to the Crush Method Daily Show. This is our daily show where we connect with you about what's working with motivation. And we're going to talk about influence today. And I'm so super pumped to get into it with you. So if you don't know, if this is your first time watching, welcome to the Crush Method. Normally, I'm here with my hubby, Chris, but we are about to hop on a plane and we're headed to an event that's called Influencer. So if you're going to be an influencer, do drop a comment below so that I know that you are going to be there. I'd love to connect with you. I'd love to hear what is going on for you. And I am also really excited because we are gearing up for a live event that we are hosting here in Dallas that is especially for coaches, and it's by coaches who have built successful coaching practices to show you how to build more influence in your marketing. So why do we even have to talk about influence? Okay. This is an area that most coaches and experts really struggle with. And it's because we really want to have impact on the world, right? But the truth is that it can be really scary to do things like start an email list or to come on live every single day, or not that you have to do it every day, but even just getting in front of a camera. Scary. Like, I know this. The first time I did it, it was absolutely terrifying. I was sweating in all the wrong places. It was horrible. But it is so important because the truth is that no one rolls out of bed and says, you know what? I need to hire a life coach today. Nobody really does that. But you know what they do is they do roll out of bed and they go, oh, I have to go back to that job. Or they roll out of bed and they immediately get into a fight with their spouse or their kids, or they feel like they are just totally run down in their energy and they don't have the support on their health goals and their health journey. And maybe they haven't had positive influences in being able to do that successfully. They're on fad diet after fad diet. And you, coach, you know that your coaching is impactful. You know that taking them through a coaching process would change everything. But the problem is that there's not that connection between the two, right? There's you, coach, with this really amazing skill, and then there's this person rolling out of bed with a challenge, with a problem that you could totally help them solve. But without influence, my friends, without influence, that connection's never going to happen. And even if the connection happens, let's say you're really good at getting likes and follows. Are they going to show up to your event? Are they going to show up to the coaching calls? Are they going to agree to engage in a coaching process? The thing is that I think sometimes influence gets misunderstood as being manipulation or reaching into somebody's brain and somehow Inception. You know, did you ever see that movie, by the way, with Leonardo DiCaprio, Inception? I love that movie. But I think sometimes we get confused between what influence is and what manipulation is, or taking advantage of another person is. And we forget that we have so many beautiful gifts to share with other people, and we have so much kindness to unfurl if we allow ourselves to get into the position of influence. So how do you do it, right? How do you have influence in a way that's not icky, not gross? And I'm really excited to share with you one simple truth, and that is if you come from the perspective of helpfulness, you can't go wrong. When I first started the Crush Method, it actually wasn't called the Crush Method. I came up with something else. I think it was like the Poise Method or something like that. And I realized that poised method, like that doesn't really fit me. Like it's not really what I do or what I'm about. And the thing is like, I can be poised, but I'm more like a crush it, like get in there and crush it. So I remember I was working with my marketing coach, shout out Mara. And she was like, you say crush all the time. Like, why not say the crush method? And I'm like, crush method. Okay. So I take that away and then I'm thinking, okay, well, I've got to turn it into some kind of an acronym. I mean, obviously. So I was like, okay, clear, repeatable, urgent, strategic. Those are definitely the crush in crush method. Definitely. CRUSH. H. And I was really stuck on H, like in the crush. Like I knew that in order to be successful with your goals, you needed clarity. I knew that in order to have a successful business, you needed repeatable processes that you executed repetitiously. I knew that you needed to have a sense of urgency, or else you would tend to defer, delay, procrastinate on doing the very things that are going to get you closer to your goal. So I knew you was going to definitely be urgency. And I knew that strategy, which is the decision making that we make about the resources that we have, that was critical. So like I was super clear on those were the four elements that had made me successful so far. And H really stumped me. I couldn't come up with an H for like 2 weeks until one day it hit me. Helpful. When you're helpful and when you're of service, you never have to worry about abusing your influence. You really never do. Because if you're coming from a standpoint of being helpful, that's not taking advantage of anybody. That is using your skills and your strengths to your advantage. And that's a beautiful thing. Now, with the Crush Method Daily Show, we talk about high performance. We talk about tips and strategies and tools that are going to help you move forward with your coaching business and in your life and in business in general. I am telling you, the more that you can be helpful and of service to others, the easier things are going to flow, and the more helpful your marketing can be, the more likely you're going to have people ask you for more help, right? Because you're kind of showing them that you're already helpful. And so then people want to ask the help. The other thing is that you're never going to bother anyone by being in their inbox. I literally today, thinking about influence, just before this live, I got tagged in a post in our Let's Launch Your Coaching Business program. And she said, hey, Amanda, loved your gratitude funnel email today. And by the way, if you're not getting my emails, you want to get my emails, y'all. I'm dropping some serious gold in those emails. Just drop a comment if you're not getting my daily email and I'll make sure that you get it. So she said, I loved your email today, especially the funnel for in-person networking events. I have a bunch scheduled and it's a great reminder of what the flow is. I know it sounds like a no-brainer, but it helps to see it outlined. So I took something that I've been teaching and preaching literally every day in the Crush Method, and I put it into a helpful email today that landed in your inbox, hopefully your inbox. And the response that I got from that was like, how dare you send me an email, right? It was, thank you, and taking the time to write about it. Thank you for sending me that helpful content. And I tell you what, the more gratitude you express and the more helpful content that you provide, the more influence you will have. And why do you need to have more influence? Well, my friends, you have a gift. In fact, you probably have several gifts that you can bring to the world, but only if you embrace that having influence is going to be really important to getting those gifts out there. And by the way, if you have any questions or comments as we're doing this, I'd also really love to know, where are you dialing in from? I am really crazy excited in other news to share with you a quick announcement, and that is about the upcoming Crush Method Live. So if you happen to be coming to the live, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, we've been working on that so hard for you to make it a really amazing experience. But I have a message from our very special guest who's going to be joining us all the way from Australia. So bear with me. I'm going to see if I can get this video to work. That's why I'm trying some new tech. Whoa, that did not do what I thought it was going to do. I'm just going to close that out because I want to save the bandwidth. The big announcement is we've got a very special friend coming from literally halfway around the world to our live event in Dallas, and he's got a little something to say to you. So over to him.
Hey there, Friends Maker. It is Kirby, and I am currently in Brisbane, Australia. But guess what? In about 26 days, I'm going to be sitting on an airplane right now, flying to you in Texas, United States of America, which, first of all, I'm pumped about because I'm looking forward to experiencing some Texan hospitality with our lovely hosts, Chris and Amanda. But secondly to that, I'm pumped just to share with you some awesome marketing stuff that you can use to make a bigger difference in your business. So just imagine this for a second. Like, just imagine that you could wake up tomorrow morning knowing you had like a text message on your phone from someone that you spoke to saying, you know what, you made such a big difference for me. That is why we do what we do, and I cannot wait to show you how to do more of that when we have some fun at the Crush Method Live. And if you come into the intensive, then I look forward to spending that extra day with you where we're gonna go really deep and get you some good old email addresses and some leads that you can start to help in your business. And by the way, if you're not going to the intensive yet, do yourself a favor and come along. It's going to be a fantastic day. Amanda and I have got a awesome content plan for you. And I know you're going to take away plenty of good outcomes from that. So in any event, I will see you in about 26 days. Trying to work out the time difference is way too hard, but I will see you then. Hopefully you get that barbecue stoked up for me, and I will look forward to seeing you in the room. See ya.
Amazing. So I'm so excited about Kirby coming up because he's down under, so he'd be coming up to Texas for this event, and he's Kirby's a real deal. You know, he and we met through a high performance mastermind because we've been so connected over the past year as we're working together in having as much impact as we can possibly have, being as helpful as we possibly can be to our communities. It was a bit of an exciting idea that we came up with over the summer to have him come on up to Texas from Australia to spend the weekend with us. So the Crush Method Live, if you didn't know about it, it is a live event that we are hosting November 2nd and 3rd in Dallas. We still have some seats available to the standard event. And if you want to join us for the full day intensive where we are building a funnel together, so that you have your front end marketing all the way to potentially having somebody sign up for a consult on your list, we are going to be facilitating that particular event on November 1st. So that's going to be the day before the Crush Method Live. And then the Crush Method Live, I'm so excited. I ended up doing a complete overhaul of the content that we did last year at the live event. It's going to be much more interactive, lots of activities to really reinforce what it is that we're going to be learning and growing and sharing together. And of course, the opportunity to network and mastermind with other impact-driven, amazing coaches right there in the room in Dallas. We're going to be in the Dallas's Arts District, and I'm so pumped for it. So the thing is, though, is that the deadline to register is looming. And if you want to be a part of that very special intensive and spend the day with me and Kirby in a very small select group of coaches, then your deadline to apply for that is Friday. So what we're doing is we're doing a quick application process. It won't take you much time to go through that survey, and I'll make sure that you have access to that in the comments of this video. Just apply. Like if it's not a fit for you and we have a conversation, I am a super straight shooter. I will not waste your time with selling you an intensive that would completely not help your business. But if you are a difference maker and you are someone who wants to have a digital marketing machine running in the background as you connect authentically with people in your coaching business, then I so strongly encourage you to get on over to Dallas, hop on over here, and let's do that doing day together. And like I said, we'll have a quick conversation to make sure that it's the right fit for you. But it's just going to be amazing. And I don't know if we're ever going to be able to do something this incredible again, because after all, Kirby is coming all the way from Australia. And this dude has personally helped me with so many of my marketing strategies and tactics over the last year. And I've helped him with a lot of things in his business too. We're great partners together. I think the energy of the room is going to be fantastic. And we cannot wait to learn with you and grow with you and help you build more influence in your community. Thinking of influence, I'm headed to Influencer over in San Diego this weekend, or this, I guess, end of week to weekend. And I'm so pumped to learn more things that I can take and share with you here in the Crush Method, on the Daily Show, on the email list. And until then, I wish you the very best. Have an amazing day. Take care.
On that note, we want to thank you so much for tuning in.
Can you please do us a favor? Please go ahead and subscribe to our show. And if you would please take a moment and rate and leave a review of our podcast, it'll really help folks find us.
And if you're a coach who is building your practice, go check out www.thecrushmethod.com to find our latest free trainings and worksheets for coaches committed to making this crazy world of ours a better place.